Judge, this is a case of the Brooks.
Thank you. You all may be seated. Mr. Brooks, it looks like you filed this case. Tell me what's going on.
Well, actually, I'm here today because I really feel like my counterpart here, my co-parent, she is intentionally working just to not even pay or help out in child support. I am a full-time father. I'm also a full-time employee, and I don't get as much money on a week-to-week basis. And I'm really looking for just a little help or support in what we created together. And it seems like she's kind of trying to run out on her responsibility in this with me, and I don't think that's fair.
What do you mean she's trying to run out on her responsibility? What do you mean by that?
Meaning trying to dodge the fact of, getting this child support, or being able to pay something to help me out.
Have you ever asked her, ma'am, you'll have your opportunity to speak. Have you ever asked her to pay child support or give you some money for the child?
Exactly. I've asked her to help out with some of the expenses that our child occurs throughout, even like a regular school year, or to maybe go attend different events, but.
What type of expenses are you speaking about?
Well, I'm speaking of expenses maybe like as far as child care, all right? Tuition, because I prefer that our child gets maybe a better education other than maybe what the public system will provide. And so I'm looking for just a little help on her behalf, this is something we created.
Okay, ma'am, what he's asking for is not unreasonable. You're not willing to do that?
Your Honor, it is unreasonable. He knows.
How is it unreasonable?
He knows I'm disabled, for one. He knows.
What is your disability?
I hurt my leg.
Okay,
so I'm not able to work as I would like to, as I was in.
Child support isn't about what's fair for the parents. It's about what's best for the child. While the argument that one parent can't contribute might seem reasonable, it doesn't hold up. Here's the kicker. In Texas, disability benefits can be garnished for child support. Yes, even if a parent is on disability, the law ensures the child's needs come first. The system is designed to ensure both parents contribute, regardless of financial circumstances. Texas takes child support seriously, making sure that a child's well-being is prioritized, even if one parent is receiving disability benefits.
In the state of Texas, you can be ordered to pay child support and the money comes directly out of your disability check.
I did not know that, Your Honor.
Yes, that's why you're here today, for me to inform you of that.
But I don't think that's right. Because
wait a minute, ma'am. But you think it's right for him to pay all of the expenses for the child every month?
Your Honor.
You answer my question. Do you think that's right?
No, Your Honor, but he's doing this because I stopped messing with him. I go over
What do you mean by stop messing with him?
I still go over to his house and we still mess around. And I just decided to cut it off because my leg has been killing me.
I mean, it don't make no sense you bringing that up here.
Well, you trying to bring me to court. You should have thought about that.
You all will address me.
Sorry, Your Honor.
You will not address each other.
I'm sorry, Your Honor.
You all's rendezvous, that has nothing to do with this court proceeding and why we're here, okay? We're here to talk about money. Ma'am, that is a different court, okay? That's not, we're in support court. We're talking about child support here.
Okay.
And according to what has been presented to me so far, the child lives with Mr. Brooks, is that correct?
I would really say us, but he lives in his home, yes.
The child lives with Mr. Brooks, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And Mr. Brooks, you are not receiving any type of child support, is that correct?
I'm receiving nothing from her at all.
Okay.
Nothing.
Ma'am, how many children do you have?
I have one with him.
She acknowledged that the court case might be less about child support and more about their relationship, marking a sharp shift from a financial dispute to deep personal turmoil. This is the point where things tend to spiral. If you've ever encountered a revenge filing, this is a textbook case. It's no longer just about the money. It's about unresolved emotions, painful history, and frankly, a lot of emotional baggage. This is where the real mess begins, and it's no longer just a legal battle, but an emotional war.
I don't make any now since I hurt my leg off the pole.
What pole are you referring to? Did you run into a pole?
No, ma'am. I was working at Dallas Gentleman's, and he knows that, and he knows that's why I hurt my leg, and so he's been helping me.
Wait a minute, what is Dallas Gentleman's?
A strip club.
So you were working in the strip club, so you got injured on that pole.
On that pole, and he knows it. And he forced me to work there.
And you're collecting a disability check from falling off the stripper pole.
Off the stripper pole.
Okay, that's the first.
But that's why we don't have a relationship now.
Those words, and if you're wondering, did she really say what I think she said? Yes, she absolutely did. This is a first for many of us, and the irony is almost too much to process. Here's the twist. The judge is about to rule that her previous income from working at a strip club could actually impact her child support obligations, especially if she was earning $65,000 a year before. The court is going to demand answers. Where did that money go? That's the question now taking center stage in this already intense and dramatic case. Get ready, because things are about to get even more complicated.
The pole for money, but this is money that she.
But you know what, sir? And you may not necessarily agree with her choice of work, but she is making some type of money. And ma'am, you are going to pay child support.
How much?
You're going to pay child support. How much were you working when you were on the pole?
How much I was getting?
Yes.
I was getting close to about a night or a year.
Based on the documents that you turned in with your 1099s, you were making about $65,000 a year.
What?
He knew.
These documents are accurate, correct?
They're pretty much accurate.
Even whether he knew or not, you were making money and you're not supporting.
I am supporting, but I will say he does a lot. He does most of it because I am hurt and he knows that. So he's been pretty nice about that until now.
What do you mean he's been pretty nice until now?
Until now, like I guess since I was, unfortunately still letting him, come over and have rendezvous.
You will have your opportunity to speak. Let her speak.
Thank you.
And I do not need you to echo me.
Yes, Your Honor.
Now address me. What were you saying?
We would have our rendezvous, and he was fine and dandy. Fine and dandy. We've been doing this for 5 years. 5 years. He knows I've been stripping. And all of a sudden he wants to pull me into court now because I stopped last week. So all of a sudden now we're on the court docket to come into court because you want child support because I stopped giving it up.
You really need to address me as I've asked you.
Sorry,
I've asked you that
I do apologize.
more than once.
I do apologize.
Don't apologize, just do it. Okay. Okay, ma'am, your testimony is conflicting with the documents that you provide.
The judge's words hit like a hammer. Despite earning $65,000 annually, she's been contributing only $20 every 2 weeks, just $10 a week. The courtroom falls silent, the disbelief hanging heavy in the air. The unspoken question lingers. How can anyone raise a child on such a meager amount? It's a stark reminder that even the most basic needs can't be met with so little, leaving everyone to grapple with the harsh reality of the situation.
Between the two of you. But according to your paperwork, you have a 4th child.
What?
Yes, Your Honor.
You didn't know she had another child?
Your Honor, I had no clue.
You were not going to tell this man that you have another child? Your child has another sibling. You don't believe that's important?
It's more than a sibling, but it's someone he knows, so I just don't think it's important for him to know.
I am not about to play these games with you. You save those games for your old job on the pole, okay? This is a serious matter. You need to be paying child support to this man, okay? Now, based on, you said you received disability, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
How much do you receive in disability a month?
Only $1,200.
Only? He's not getting anything from you. What do you mean only?
He's getting a lot from me, but okay.
Financially, he's not getting...
The judge just dropped a bombshell. There's a 4th child, one Mr. Brooks had no idea about. Can you even imagine? You're in court trying to figure out child support, and out of nowhere, you learn your co-parent has another kid they never mentioned. This isn't just courtroom drama anymore, it's turning into a full-blown Maury episode. The tension, the shock, the disbelief, it's all unfolding right in front of us, and it's hard to even wrap your head around. You can almost hear the collective gasp as the courtroom absorbs the unexpected revelation.
About $14,000 or so a year. So, giving you credit for the other children you have, your child support obligation comes out to $163.20, Who covers medical insurance for this child?
Anthony is currently on Medicaid.
Medicaid, okay. So ma'am, considering you are the one that is going to be responsible for child support, you're also going to be responsible for the health insurance. That money has to be repaid back to Medicaid. It's a state agency. You have to pay it back. Therefore, based on what your gross and taking 9% of that, which is what you would be responsible for health insurance, it comes out to about $108. So your total monthly obligation is $271.20. That is to be paid on the first of each month, and it will be paid directly to him. Child support obligation and the Medicaid coverage. You understand, ma'am? Because you're looking very confused right now, and I'm confused as to why you haven't been giving him any money to support this child.
Because I've been giving him other things, Your Honor. And
what other type of things are you talking about that he gets from you?
Can you tell her what I give you, please?
I'm asking you.
Your Honor, I give him lap dances. I give him...
Oh, okay. See, that's too much. That's too much. I'm referring to anything that you give him for the child. Based on what you all do behind closed doors, your little secret rendezvous you have going on, that has nothing to do with in here. Financially, what else have you been giving him to take care of this child?
I give him about $20 every other week.
$20 every other week. Sir?
Ma'am.
About how much does it cost you a month in expenses for this child?
When you consider daycare is $115 a week, just to make sure she's getting a quality education, along with the expenses of clothes, food, entertainment, things like that. I would probably put another $100 or so on that.
There's no way he can live and take care of this child off of $20, ma'am. Your child requires more than $20. So, monthly obligation, $271.20 to be paid to Dad. Mr. Brooks, do you have anything else?
Yes, Your Honor. Now, once she's healed from, her injury, she'll be back to making more money.
Okay, yeah.
And so is that something that can be considered, or?
Oh, definitely, it can be considered. And ma'am, that's actually a very good question. If you go back to the poll and you make another $65,000, and this man comes back for an increase in child support, I can entertain that. Yes, don't look confused. I can entertain that. As you get an increase, your child also gets an increase. Is there anything further?
No, Your Honor.
Your Honor, how am I supposed to be able to afford this?
I don't know. Let's see. Maybe you can pick up another job.
That's all I know how to do.
Is what? Hit the pole?
Hit the pole.
Well, you might want to find another pole job. Anything further?
That'll be all, Your Honor.
Okay. If nothing further, you all are dismissed.